Guys, let's start with Dean and then Mike.
Started talking there. Sorry about that. We're still getting used to all this, Malik. I was talking to Trayvon a second ago. What do you do when y'all don't get to the quarterback? Are there other ways to deal with pressuring them? And what's your thinking as soon as the ball gets released from the quarterback?
The first thing we think when the ball get released is on retrace, trying to track the ball, make a play downfield.
How about I'm sorry, Malik. How about affecting them when you can't quite get to them? You get your hand. I mean, what are you doing then? Hands up or screaming? I mean, you tell me.
No, we're not gonna scream as loud, and so that screaming not gonna work. We try to just do our best job of getting our hand up, try to mirror the throwing hand, get a better ball.
Malik, this is Mike Griffith. You were one of the guys that had a decision to make that could have gone pro along with Richard and Monty, and you guys came back to win a title. How would you describe the feeling of the Alabama loss? I know you guys have put it behind you, but is it still somewhere in the back of your mind? Is it kind of one of those score to settle things, or how do you use that as a player's motivation, I guess?
Best way to handle that, I feel like the best way to handle that is just to move on, work on what you can do to get better, and just prepare for the future.
Dasher, then Jake.
Hey, Malik. I know we've asked you before about your friendship with Trayvon, but in what ways do you and him, try to feed off each other, and how does that make you a better player?
Just try to help him out on things he could have did, and he tried to help me on things I could have did. Just try to help each other improve and get better rushes or set better edges or making the plays we're supposed to make.
How much do y'all talk like during the game about stuff like that?
Yeah, that's what we do during the game. We try to watch each other while we're off the field, just to give each other an update on what we got and what we could have did.
Thanks, man.
Malik, you've been around for 4 years, and you guys have kind of come out of the bye week every time. And I think you're something like 16-2 after bye weeks over the last 4 years. Is it a sense of urgency? Is it adjustments? What is it that has allowed you guys to be successful? And have you seen that coming out of this bye week?
Yeah, I feel like what makes us better after the bye week is just our preparation during the bye week. We just go hard and just try to focus on each other like camp practices. And I've definitely seen that this past week.
Let's go to Chip and then Mark.
Yeah, Malik, obviously you guys gave up some explosives, a few explosives to Alabama, but otherwise you guys played them really well. What, as a defensive end, a front seven guy, a lineman, can you guys have any effect on preventing explosives? And if so, what is that?
Really just getting rushes, trying to hit home on our pass rushing and stunts and all type of stuff like that. Just trying to find better ways to improve at those things, and we feel like we can help with those explosives.
Was that an issue against Alabama, and are y'all doing something to address that?
Yes, sir, that was an issue.
Well, can you talk about getting prepared for Kentucky's offense? Obviously, they're pretty different from Alabama in terms of what you have to worry about with athletic quarterbacks and their run game.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, to prepare for Kentucky after playing Alabama, the differences as a defense to get ready for this team with their athletic quarterbacks and their run game.
Really just try to stop the run, as we preach every game, every day, just try to stop the run. And with the quarterback, just try to keep a good contain on the rest of the upfield show to try to keep them in the box.
Go to Seth and then Brandon.
Malik, if you had to describe Azeez Ojulari as a person, not as a player, but just as a person, what would you say?
Azeez, he's just quiet. He quiet, but he cool. He fun to be around. He's just quiet. He laid back, very chill. And he really just quiet. He a really quiet guy. He don't really say too much.
Hey, Malik. So I remember a couple of years ago when you had kind of your breakout game against Georgia Tech. I remember a conversation that we had, and you said how you kind of dedicated that game to people around you, maybe people, family, or friends who have like passed away and stuff like that. Even years down the road, like how important do you see those people around you is important for how you play, and like how do you still dedicate success to those around you?
I try to just keep them in my mind, write the names on my shoes, so I just know they're with me at all times, and they just motivate me and give me an extra push